In 2004, City Council removed the Red Road extension across the Rio Grande from the city transportation plan. In 2009, the city put it back in the plan, even though almost 2,000 citizens signed individual letters against it, and a $675,000 Upper Valley traffic study said it is not needed. Will you support removing the Red Road extension from the transportation plan? And if so, how will you proceed? If not, why not? We'll start with Representative Lilly.
In 2004, before I was in office, it was taken off, Red Road was taken off the MPO plan, and $6 million to build a bridge across the river was sent back to the state of Texas. Since 2004, I think the population in the Upper Valley has probably almost tripled, which means to me that not having roads doesn't decrease population or building. People still move in, the traffic is just bad. And so moving forward, I would approve of keeping it on the MPO. I think it's not until 20 or 25 that it would even be considered by the state. And I really think that it's a necessity. It would not take 7 or 15 homes. It would just come across and go to Upper Valley Road, and I think it would actually enhance the Upper Valley. That it would have places for bicycles, and then right now it's really dangerous on Upper Valley Road. Bicycles and walkers, and the ambiance with trees and everything the way it could be done. I think it would be an asset to the Upper Valley and make life easier. One time last year when Donovan was closed by the railroad and people had to make a long distance travel around, I really got the calls. So a lot of people in the Upper Valley say thank you.
Mr. Schechter?
Long question, short answer. I'm opposed to the Red Road extension. How would I go about it? The same way we did in 2004, simply go petition TxDOT and have it removed. And if the city council goes forward with that motion and stuff, then TxDOT will remove it from the MPO maps. It's simple. We've already done it once, so clearly we can do it again.
Mr. Hinojosa?
Yes, thank you. I don't know why you chose this one to be the 2-minute answer. I think it's quite obvious. The people affected by it are the people who should decide. And with the proper communication, the proper meetings and forums, then the decision that I've been hearing overwhelmingly is to not do the Red Road extension until people say otherwise, people being affected and not just the city planners, then that's what I'll do. But right now the message is not to do it. And I'm going to listen to the people who are affected by it more than I'm going to listen to people outside of my district.
Ms. Ness-Garcia?
Quite simply, the answer would be yes. 1,969 people, is my understanding, wrote letters and said, no, we don't want the expansion. And our current representative was instrumental in placing it back onto the transportation issue. There are 17 homes that are going to be lost, as my understanding was the estimate. We have an approximately estimated cost of close to $73 million. When we look at those numbers, that is not something that we need in the Upper Valley. There's no economic benefit, there's no commercial benefit, and it underutilizes ArtCraft, which we spent a good deal of money on giving to the Upper Valley and to the rest of El Paso. I would like to see some expenditures done there to expand the entrance ramp onto ArtCraft so that you would be able to reroute much of that traffic that way. It's only, I was driving it the other day, it's about 1 minute literally from the moment you get on at ArtCraft, you get off at Red Road. So let's reroute the traffic, let's encourage a better thoroughfare at ArtCraft and leave the valley alone.
Okay, since there was a direct reference to Representative Lilly, would you like to take 30 seconds to rebut that?
Yes, thank you, I would. First of all, those 2,000 letters I went through page by page, and it took 3 days, and I had an assistant. They are form letters. They're not all from the Upper Valley. They were written in 2005. So, and even some before then. So, since they are not all representative of the people in the Upper Valley, I I think I went through, and I don't have the exact number, but probably about 830 of them are for people in the Upper Valley. So, and I did put it back. I encourage people to put it back because I have a lot of constituents in the Upper Valley that want Red Road on the interstate.
Dr. Marasri?
I still don't know why it was placed back on the plan. There has, not to my knowledge, been a real justification provided. The idea that growth would take place is somewhat true. If you saw yesterday's paper, you saw that I think it was the last census said there was about 200,000 growth, and that was on the east side. The west side, about 70,000. So the anticipated growth that was used to justify the reason for extending Red Road is not necessarily valid. I don't see why those people that are going to be affected directly cannot have a major input into deciding in what environment they want to live. I can see taxes going up while property taxes going down. I'm sorry, property taxes going up and value of property going down. I spent yesterday walking the area that would be affected, and I didn't find anyone that wanted Red Road extension. There has not been, to the satisfaction of people who will be impacted, a reason given why. There have been some perceived or projected reasons why, but the reasons have not been explained in a fashion where the people who would be affected could buy into it. I think we have reasonable people, and if there was a real need that could be truly explained and demonstrated to the individuals, these reasonable people would be able to compromise. But we have not given them a reason, have not given us a reason to compromise. Until then, no extension to Red Road.
Okay,